I'm Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week. Last week, the cause of death for the late singing legend Whitney Houston has been determined as an accidental drowning. Houston was found dead in a Beverly Hills hotel bathtub at 48 years old on February 11th. According to the LA coroner, contributing factors to Houston's cause of death was a heart condition and cocaine use. The combination of these two things are what caused the accidental drowning. A mix of other drugs such as marijuana, Xanax, Flexerol, and Benadryl were also found in her system, but the coroner states that these did not contribute to her death. The coroner also adds that had she not had the pre-existing heart condition and was not a chronic cocaine user, she would have survived the drowning. And we're not quite finished with Whitney Houston related news just yet. The singer's ex-husband, R&B singer Bobby Brown, was arrested on Monday. California Highway Patrol stated that Brown was arrested in the afternoon in San Fernando Valley for initially talking on his cell phone while driving. While talking to the singer, the officers noticed signs of intoxication. A field sobriety test was performed, but Bobby Brown failed it. He was booked into a county jail for his second DUI. Within the last month, Bobby Brown has been making headlines due to the death of his ex-wife Whitney Houston, stemming from him storming out of Houston's funeral because he was upset at the fact that he was not seated the way he wanted to be, and for a public breakdown during a concert over Houston's death. Well, the U.S. has America's Got Talent and Britain has Britain's Got Talent, which just saw its season premiere last Saturday night. Simon Cowell, who was on the show and also created the show, was expecting to have an eventful night, but not quite like how last Saturday played out. Simon was said to have been at his London home quietly watching television at close to 10:30 p.m. local time when a 29-year-old female broke a bathroom window to Cowell's house with a brick and entered. Simon heard the loud bang upon her entering the home and found the woman hiding in his walk-in closet with the bricks still in hand. Simon Cowell's personal security team apprehended the lady until the police arrived on the scene. The 29-year-old woman, whose name is Leanne Zalumis, was said to have been an overzealous fan. There was no report of injury to Simon, and the intruder said they've only received a few cuts and bruises from being apprehended. Now, this weekend was a record-breaking one at the box office with the release of the film adaptation of the best-selling novel The Hunger Games. The film set the record in the North American box office for being the biggest non-sequel opener in history. The film earned over $152 million this weekend alone in ticket sales and is expected to take in even more. Overseas, the film is also number one and has grossed $59.3 million, making the total for the film's weekend release $214.3 million. Coming in at second for this weekend's box office was 21 Jump Street, taking in $20.5 million in its second weekend, and third was Dr. Seuss's animated film The Lorax, taking in $13.2 million in its fourth weekend, giving it a gross total of $177.4 million. I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.